Hi everybody, it's ALB in Whisperland here again. I'm so glad to see you, and Happy New Year! It's 2014, and I want to wish a very Happy New Year to all of my viewers, old and new, and thank you once again for joining me. So happy to see you. I missed you guys, if I'm totally honest. But, you know, the holidays get a little bit busy, and I got a little bit behind on making my videos, admittedly. I'm sure you might have noticed. I'm sorry about that. It was kind of one of those situations where I had a limited amount of time to spend with my loved ones, so I wanted to make the most of it. As I'm sure many of you did too. But anyway, it doesn't matter, because today I'm doing a video for you, and this one is going to be mostly soft spoken, not really whispering, and I'll do lots of tapping on cardboard and playing with packaging, because I know a lot of you guys get tingles from that. Anyway, let's get started. What I have for us today is this very unique and very special item that I received for Christmas. Now, this is actually a food item, so it's kind of unusual for me to be showing it to you maybe, but I just thought it was so perfect and so many of you would like it very much that I had to show it to you. So this is a Alice in Wonderland themed fruit and nut bar, and this was a gift for me from my sister. My sister is older than me by 12 years, and she lives in Newfoundland in Canada, and that's where my family's originally from. And I actually got to go out and visit her this past summer, which was so much fun for me, and I love being there. I hope I can go again this year. When I was there, I actually got to meet some of you, my ASMR viewers, and that was like the coolest thing for me. To meet you guys. Anyway, so this product is from a store in St. John's, Newfoundland called the Freak Lunchbox, and it's downtown, and this store is like the most amazing candy store. I love it in there. It's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, but for grown-ups, because, I mean, not to say that a kid wouldn't like something like this, but a lot of the items definitely do have like a nostalgia to them. Maybe a lot of like vintage styles on candy bars, and it's so colorful in there. There's always lots of people. I just love it in there. So my sister, knowing that I love it, she got me this and a couple other candy items. But as soon as I saw this, I thought, you know, it's the perfect ASMR item, and you'll soon see why. So, this does have a treat inside, but I first want to show you the packaging, which is so unique, I feel. For me, packaging is like a really big part of whether or not I'm interested in a product. I would say maybe even like a third of my interest is based on packaging. I actually am very interested in advertising and illustration and packaging design, and if you are too, you might be interested in a radio program that I listen to a lot. It's on CBC Radio, and it's called The Age of Persuasion with Terry O'Reilly, and it's a really great radio program. It's very professionally done, and it's very interesting. They talk about branding and other things like that that have to do with advertising and product placement and all of that kind of stuff. And the program is done really well, and they really know their stuff. You can find it online as well, so maybe if you'd like to, you know, curl up with a bubble bath and listen to a radio program about advertising, you might like that. Anyway, so I just loved love the packaging on this. As a lot of you know, I am a little bit of an Alice in Wonderland collector. I don't really get into like merchandise or things like that, but I have a book collection of Alice in Wonderland books, and I actually did a video about some of my Alice in Wonderland collection on this channel. So if you're interested in that, I will put a link in the description bar for you to check it out as well. It doesn't feature all of my books, but I mean, that would be a pretty boring video because I have quite a few. And it does get a little redundant after a while, but anyway. So this was a very thoughtful gift for her to get for me, especially because the packaging features a lot of the original illustrations from Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. And I'm going to read some of them to you as well. So, there's a tiny little inscription here, and it says, "By appointment of Her Majesty the Queen of Hearts." And it says Curiouser and Curiouser here at the bottom. So we'll open it up. There's a little magnet here. You can hear the sound. And then we open it up. And on the first flap, we can see the Mad Hatter here. And it says, "Why is a raven like a writing desk?" "Have you guessed the riddle yet?" the Hatter said, turning to Alice again. "No, I give it up," Alice replied. "What's the answer?" "I haven't the slightest idea," said the Hatter. I'm going to turn this so I can read the bottom because it's upside down. Possible solution. Lewis Carroll gave this answer in later writings because it can produce a few notes, though they are very flat. And it is never put with the wrong end in front. Note the misspelling of never, N-E-V-A-R, raven spelled backwards. And underneath here in very tiny writing, it says, "Perhaps the most famous unsolved riddle of all time, from Chapter 7 of Alice in Wonderland." So it's kind of neat how this like fits in like that and then opens up. And then we can unfold it for even more goodies. Look at all this. Isn't that lovely? I'll read more of it to you. Riddle posed by the White Queen to Alice. And there's a little illustration here. "First, the fish must be caught. That is easy. A baby, I think, could have caught it. Next, the fish must be bought. That is easy. A penny, I think, would have bought it. Now cook me the fish. That is easy, and will not take more than a minute. Let it lie in a dish. That is easy, because it already is in it. Bring it here, let me sup. It is easy to set such a dish on the table. Take the dish cover up. Ah, that is so hard, I fear I'm unable. For it holds like glue, holds the lid to the dish, while it lies in the middle. Which is the easiest to do? Undish cover the fish, or dish cover the riddle?" And I'll turn it upside down for the possible solution. An oyster. A baby can pick it up from an oyster bed. A penny would buy one in Lewis Carroll's day. It cooks up quickly. It lies in its own dish. It is easily placed on the table. But the dish cover is hard to raise because it is held to the dish tray by the oyster in the middle. And then here we have that little magnet that keeps it all tidy in place. And it says, "Who said it? Match these characters with their cryptic quotes." And the options we have here are the White Rabbit, Mad Hatter, Alice, Tweedledee, Cheshire Cat, Queen of Hearts, Tweedledum. And here are the possible quotes. Maybe some of you might recognize them right away. Curiouser and curiouser. No room, no room. Contrariwise. Oh dear, I shall be too late. I'm very brave generally. Only today I happen to have a headache. We're all mad here. I'm mad. You're mad. Off with his head. I'm sure some of them were more obvious than others. And then to find the answers, we just have to fold this page backwards. So we can see it was Alice who said curiouser and curiouser. Let's see, the Mad Hatter said no room, no room, and so on. It's very clever, this packaging. I really like it. I know it's kind of a weird thing for me to geek out on, packaging, but I don't know, I just thought it was really interesting. And then it says here at the bottom, I don't know if you can really see it, but I hope so. What does the 10-6 mean in the Hatter's top hat? Lewis Carroll explained, all the Hatter's hats are for sale, even the one he's wearing. 10-6 is the price, 10 shillings and 6 pence. There's a little picture of him right here. And now on the actual box part, this is the part that holds the actual bar inside. It says Brain Teasers by Lewis Carroll. And I'm going to read these to you, but it doesn't have the solutions on the box, so I can't give you the answers, which might drive some of you absolutely batty, but I'm sorry. You have to visit the website to look for the answers. So the first one, 2 travelers spend from 3 o'clock till 9 in walking along a level road, up a hill, and home again. Their pace on the level being 4 miles an hour, uphill 3, and downhill 6. What distance did they walk, and what time did they reach the top of the hill? Math. Here's the second one. Maybe some of you will know, and you can post it in the comments what the answers are. And I am not going to know how to pronounce this word, just to let you know. It's spelt particularly oddly. It's Kgovjni. I'm just going to butcher it, so we're going to pretend it's not even there. The governor of Kivjoni wants to give a very small dinner party and invites his father's brother-in-law, his brother's father-in-law, and his father-in-law's brother, and his brother-in-law's father. How many guests did he invite? Maybe some of you will want to put some of the answers in the comments. But anyway, yeah, I just loved the packaging on this. I love that it's kind of an activity too. Not like a crossword puzzle, but just really interesting. On the back here it says, Official Instructions for Bar Consumption by the King of Hearts. Begin at the beginning and go on till you come to the end. Then stop. And the skew bar at the bottom here is in the shape of a Cheshire Cat smile. And it says, by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen of Hearts. On the sides of the box, it says, eat me. And on the side here, it says, who in the world am I? Ah, that's the great puzzle. I guess that kind of is the great puzzle with life, isn't it? Now I'll open up the box to show you inside. Although I'm afraid the actual bar itself is not as interesting as the packaging. It says food for thought, fruit and nut energy bar. And these are made by the Unemployed Philosophers Guild. And the expiry date is January 16th, so I guess I better eat this soon. And they do have clever packaging on this. I mean, look at the barcode here. It looks like it's had a bite taken out of it, just like the kind of bar it is. It's got a soft texture. I hope it's tasty. I don't usually buy energy bars, but I'm sure I'll like this one. I'm a little bit tempted to keep the box after I'm done eating the bar because I know it's kind of silly, but I do like the box a lot. Very interesting packaging. I know I keep saying that, but I don't often see things like this. I hope that was interesting for you guys. It's just one of those things where as soon as I got it, I thought, I know certain people in my life who would love this just as much as I do. That's you guys, my ASMR buddies. I hope this gave you some tingles. And thank you so much for watching as always. I hope you have a great night.